Young climate activists with the Sunrise Movement protested Democratic Senator Joe Manchin as he stepped off his yacht. This protest, of course, is because of Joe Manchin's opposition to the Build Back Better Act, which also includes real investments into the climate crisis. So I have a couple clips here, and warning, this is incredibly satisfying to watch.
We want to live! 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 My friends, we want to live! Everyone's like, we want to live! 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 We want to live!
All right, so that is very satisfying to watch. And again, I have a second clip coming up, a shorter clip about him trying to leave, which is also very satisfying. But just this is what these people should expect. If you're going to destroy the planet, if you're going to hold a bill hostage that has the vast majority of Democratic senators on board, the vast majority of the Democratic Party on board with it, if one or two people are going to hold it hostage, how do you expect to be treated in public? So this is what should happen, happening going forward. This is how they should be treated. They should feel uncomfortable to go out in public because of what they're doing to the future of the planet and to people's lives by holding up, be it climate investment, but also paid leave, expansion of Medicare, and other provisions that are actually going to help people. But sharing John Paul Mejia's tweet here, he says, breaking: young climate activists with Sunrise Movement confronted Manchin as he stepped off his yacht this morning. Quote, "We want to live," they say. This comes after Manchin once again declines POTUS's Build Back Better Act, holding hostage significant investments in climate change. And there's another angle here as well from Hunger Strike saying, breaking: we're here at Sunrise at Joe Manchin's dock, home to his $5 million houseboat bought by fossil fuel money, to call out his greed and corruption that's torching our future. And I'll link to that angle below the video as well. It's the same march, but just a different angle. And also here from Sunrise Movement, they say, as long as Joe Manchin takes millions from fossil fuel companies and plays a role in drafting climate legislation, people are going to keep calling it out. Yep. And it's good to see this is the kind of pressure that needs to continue. And even though I don't know if this is going to move him, still, this is the least that needs to be done in terms of trying to move him. Of course, what should also be done right now is Joe Biden should be working a lot harder to try and move Joe Manchin, maybe using his daughter and the EpiPen scandal, start an investigation into that, and maybe also look into Manchin's conflicts of interest here when it comes to coal, as I'll get to in a minute. But there's a lot more that could be done by people around Joe Manchin to try and move him. But this is what people have in terms of their power. This is what they could be doing, and it's good to see Sunrise Movement out there protesting him. Now, this is the other video I want to show you. So this is a quick clip, but as John Paul Mejia here says, developing after Joe Manchin walked away without giving any answers to the Sunrise Movement activists who confronted him for obstructing POTUS's climate and jobs package, they blocked his exit from the parking lot, demanding answers. Check this out.
Fossil fuels, greedy liar, national center, house on fire. Fossil fuels, greedy liar, national center, house on fire. Fossil fuels, greedy liar, national center.
Another very satisfying video to watch, and worth pointing out here that Manchin, not sure if it's his car or not, but he's driving a Maserati. This car is over $100,000. Not that I have any issue with money or spending money. If you're wealthy, it's how you make that money and what you do with that money and that platform. So instead of using this kind of platform and the wealth he is generating to try and, I don't know, maybe actually deal with climate change, use his platform, his power to do something about it, to help people, he instead is using his money for his own personal wealth, and that's it. So it's not about the money, it's about how you make that money if you're exploiting people and what you do with your power. And Joe Manchin clearly is not a good person. Now, just to wrap up here, a lot of the stuff you already know, but in case you're just new to this issue, Joe Manchin has made $5.2 million from his coal company. Yes, his coal company, while he is a senator in office, and gets big donations from fossil fuel industry. So a little more here, just a little breakdown. TYT breaks down all the details, and this is what is known of his money. He likely makes a lot more money from his coal company, but since being in office, this is what he has made from Enter Systems, which is Manchin's own company that he founded in 1988. So he is making coal money while actively working against any legislation that will reduce coal. A clear conflict of interest that, for some reason, is legal. Absolutely insane. So this is why people have to resort to protesting him personally, because he's not going to change his ways as he's making this kind of money for himself and doesn't care about anybody else. Last thing here, as I've mentioned a million times, but it's worth mentioning again. Back in January, Manchin supported up to $4 trillion in infrastructure spending. Yet, no longer does. Not only was the Build Back Better bill cut down from 3.5 to 3.7, Manchin still doesn't even support the 1.7, sorry, 3.5 to 1.7. Manchin still doesn't support the 1.7 version. So yeah, protesting is the least that can be done right now. It'd be nice if people in power did a little more to try and pressure Joe Manchin, but in lieu of that, you have Sunrise Movement out there protesting him personally, and it's incredible to watch.